Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Crypto Analyst here, and I hope all of you guys are having a good morning, evening, wherever you guys are from, and welcome back to another cryptocurrency video. Now, today we're going to be doing a technical analysis on Bitcoin, determining whether I believe it is bullish or bearish, and where I think it's going to go from here. So if you guys are interested, go and stick around for the video, and do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on into this. So first things first, guys, we have an overbearing resistance here that's been around since April. Now, this has been playing a part for a while now. We've noticed that the past 4 swing highs have all hit this, and again, we're still contesting this point. We just barely missed it on the previous swing high, but now that we're touching it again a 4th time, we are seeing that it's still in full effect and we're not able to break it. And what we're also seeing is this 13-month long support line down here that goes all the way back to October of 2017. Now, this has been played out for, almost 13 months, as I said, and this has had over 4 touch points, and we're about to look for our 5th touch point here. So a couple of good things and bad things to know about this is that, one, it is bad that we're getting rejected off of resistance again, and it's also bad that you almost have a descending triangle forming on here, because we know that this yellow line that we are hovering over right now has been an area that has been support. We've had a lot of wicks pierced through, only really like one candle body closing, or 1 or 2 candle body closings really below this area, but a lot of wicks showing that, hey, this is a support line, which is good, but you're starting to exhaust this support line. You've touched it so many times that it's starting to get eaten up and really fade into the background, forming this descending triangle. Now, with the bottom of the descending triangle here and your 13-month long support, it's kind of hard to say whether or not that this is going to break up or down. However, I think it is personally almost certainly going to come back down to around the $6,135 range on the Coinbase exchange. Just because that's where support is, that's where the bottom of the descending triangle is, that's where the bottom of this trend line is, and that's where it's going to find some support next. It could definitely form over here. Now, keep in mind, this is the daily, so what it could do is it could go over here a little bit more, form a little bit of a bear flag, then continue to drop. That might be the most likely outcome, honestly, for what's going to happen over here. But if it does break this support, you're going to be in a lot of trouble for Bitcoin, because we know that this is where a lot of the support lies, right around this lower 6,000 range. I think if you do see it break below 6,000 here, I think you're going to be in trouble, because not only are you going to be below your 13-month support line, but you're also going to be below almost all of your other support. I mean, you really don't have much else below the 6,000 range, or 6,590, 5,900, excuse me, range. There's really not much more down there. Now, looking over at our MACD and our RSI, what are these telling us? Well, good and bad news, right? So we have our oscillators. We talked about this a million times, showing that the negative, momentum is drying up. We're seeing that over here. Hopefully that this can, remain a higher low than what we've seen over here and not have to go all the way down to a lower low. That would be the ideal move for Bitcoin. You can see that it's starting to form. It's starting to round off bearish, and it's not looking too good. You're seeing that your positive momentum over here is starting to dry up as it is fading away, and we are heading down, at least towards the short-term downside. Now, moving on to our RSI, both of these are sitting pretty neutral at the moment. RSI was looking more bearish than bullish. We talked about this a little bit. You have 1, 2, now 3 swing highs that are lower, again showing that this is probably going to be bearish. However, on the bright side, you do have yourself making consistent higher lows, which is always seen over here. Now, again, this is so neutral right now. I'm leaning more towards bearish for the short term, maybe bullish for the for the long term, but I think as of right now, things are looking a little bit more bearish than bullish, unfortunately, but it doesn't mean that we can't have a bull rally in the future. I think it's going to really be dependent upon what we see over here on our support line. Are we going to touch it even? If we do touch it, can we hold? These are going to be a lot of the questions that we have to ask ourselves. And again, nothing I'm saying in this video is legal, tax, or financial advice in any way, but it's something to take into account for me personally when I am trading. Now, something I have said a lot, if you guys are in the Patreon at all, you guys would already know all this. I already writ up this entire thing before the video was made and posted it in the Patreon. But something I've talked about in the Patreon is that this is no trade zones. I mean, for the most part, you really don't want to be trading in here. It's just not worth it. You're probably going to have a lot of sideways manipulated price action. for the most part, trading in here really is not worth it for most people. Some people love it, but for the most part, it's just not your ideal place to be trading. It's not really a trader's market right now. And so that's really the stance that I'm taking on this and doing all that. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this Bitcoin technical analysis. We've covered everything fairly fast. Not too much has changed. As I've talked about previously, you could see sideways movement for another year. It's very possible that that happens. But as of right now, this is what we're looking at in the short term. It's going to be pretty dependent over here, and we're going to kind of get some more divergence, some more notification as to what's going to happen next once we really see what's going to happen with this support and this resistance line and which one wants to hold and which one wants to break. So that's going to go ahead and round off this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. But until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video.